It was good. We had our first day versus the scout team look today, and I thought we had really good energy for a hot, muggy day, which was encouraging. I think guys are excited about getting into game prep. Had a kind of a little jog through yesterday, but our focus was good. Made some mistakes, but overall, I thought it was a positive day. Questions?
Mark said he expects all the freshman receivers, both the freshman running backs to play, and if he can, the redshirt Parker. Just your thoughts on the array of those.
Yeah, obviously we've had some wideouts that are beat up a little bit, and we recruited those guys to play. That's a position of need, so we are. A couple of them may be in a position to start. We'll see how it plays out over the next week. Dorian, Blake, TV, Thaddeus, and Garrett. After he had a little finger issue, he's been back on, so all 5 of those will definitely play. Running back, Stanley and Mikkel both get carries. And then Drew will just play by ear. He's preparing like he's going to play, but we would in a perfect world. Patrick plays well. We'd like to redshirt him. We're not going to put him in any jumping.
What do you think of everything?
Well, it hurts. Now, not that this is a positive, but the good thing is we've been preparing without him. Because he has not practiced, I want to say, since the 4th or 5th day in camp. So we've been preparing without him. He was coming back from a foot injury. We were taking him lightly. So he was never out there making a whole bunch of plays. So it's not a letdown from a team standpoint. I'm disappointed for him, because he put in a lot of work to come back from the ankle injury they suffered in the spring. But he'll be ready. Game 2, game 3, I expect him to be able to do with us.
You study a junior college guy that second year. How prepared is Jameis for that, do you think, and how much is maybe missing some time to set that back?
Well, I think missing some time definitely, it's a negative for sure. I do expect him to take a jump, and number one, just because he knows what to do. He knows what to do. He understands how people are playing. He understands, because he's been in meetings. He's been in meetings, he's been in practice, he's been able to do walkthroughs. So on those aspects, he's learned the game of football problem. He understands what we want to do. Now the negative is, would he be further along if he practiced in the spring and in fall camp? Absolutely. But he hadn't, so we'll deal with it. But I do expect him. He'll play for us on a week from Saturday, and I think he'll be productive.
That's Boom earned his nickname.
Well, we're getting pretty close. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. If you look at the 2 tackles, and Cal Meadows, we're going to play him a lot. Cal Meadows will play a lot. Ramsey Myers has kind of secured that right guard spot. Zach West has secured, unless something changes over the next few days, secured that left guard spot. Toth will start at center. We want to get Cole Moser and Nick Haynes. We definitely want to play them early in the year. So, yeah, we've kind of, Tevin Eatman, he's got a chance to get in there and play early in the year, too. So we've settled on a rotation, exactly who's going to start or when everybody's going to go in. That's to be determined.
Boom earned his nickname yet?
He's got to make some plays at Commonwealth. But, yeah, the reason I was giving him a hard time early in camp, because he thought that it was going to be the same as high school. Hey, you play when you get the ball. When you don't get the ball, you kind of hang out and watch. And it's not the case. So he's starting to understand that he's got to pass protect. He's got to block in the run game. He's got to be a factor when the ball's not in his hands. So he's coming along, and we will get the ball in his hands. And I do expect him to make some big plays for us this year.
Are the new wide receivers more physical, or are they where you want them to be as far as playing without the ball?
I don't know if any freshman is where I want them to be, but Dorian Baker brings a physicality that we don't have. Blake Home can be physical. His body's a little bit, he's gained 25, 30 pounds over the last, 6 to 9 months. So he's just learning to play as a guy that's heavier, because he was always a real thin kid. So he's just now learning how to play. Dorian's always been a big kid, so he's physical, for sure. He's probably the one guy that adds that. And then Rashad Cunningham coming back. He's 220 plus off the sitting out last year. He'll give us some physicality also.
Talk about Borden. What do you think of him?
Well, he's solid. He's solid. He's versatile. I expect him, talking about junior college kids, I expect him to make a big jump in year 2, too. Much more knowledgeable about the game. I think I know how to use his talents better than I did a year ago. Okay, he's a lot more comfortable in the backfield than he is probably spread out. he can do both, but he's probably more comfortable in that fullback, H-back type role. And he understands on the run game that people are going to move. The movement kind of got him last year when he's playing tight end. So I expect him to make a big jump with Javis as well.
So a couple times have a starter running back, but then one of those guys said,
no, it's still up there. I'll relay that. With Coach Stoops' input, Chad will have much more input than anybody than I will on that. I kind of let him go with his gut, how he feels a lot of times at that position. But the question is, I don't know if it matters who started. Yeah, I think it'll come. I think it's coming. He threw the ball well today. And we've got it honed down, too. We've got a game plan in that we're using, so, we're not out running our whole package every day. We've got it honed down. This is the second day that we've thrown it. So, yes, he's getting more comfortable. It's a little bit different having Javis out there. We've got to get on the same page with him as far as chemistry, knowing when he's going to come out of breaks and those things. But, yeah, the more reps he gets, the better he's going to be.
Coach, we keep to our last point.
You said a few times last year, the offense wasn't what you had pictured it was going to be, and it's a ways from being that. How close are you now to where you pictured it being when you got it?
Well,
or what you wanted to do, I guess.
Where I want it. I think that's probably the better way to put it. Because last year, I knew what it was going to be. You know what I mean? I knew what it was going to be. It's not necessarily what I wanted it to be or what I envisioned it to be, but I knew going in after spring ball. I kind of understood that it was going to be a rocky year. This year, I'm more optimistic. I know that we have more talent. We lack experience, but I know we're more talented. We've got to go out and prove it. So will our offense, and I think people get. Will we look exactly as we did at Texas Tech? Not this year. Probably not. Can we be productive? Yes. Yes, we can. I think that the biggest difference is right now in offense, running back is our deepest position. And my job is to get the ball to our best players. And right now, several of our top playmakers are at that running back position.
Well, thank you very much.